Hey, what's up, guys? It's week 15, and here's my little recap. I started the week off with a trade on Visa. So, dun, dun, dun. There we go. So first off, before I even get into it, uh, this is way too many trades for me, and the first thing I noticed is that I'm trading past time I should be trading. Like right here should really be it for me. I set some alarms on my phone, try to help me with this. I think that it's a totally different thing going from simulated trading to trading live, and I have honestly been having a pretty hard time at it because when you're simulated trading, like you're not worried about. It's like playing a video game. You're just getting points. You're not actually winning money or losing money. You're playing a game. And for some reason, right when I went live, all that just went to shit completely. I was trading really well, simulated trading, and then this has just been uh, kind of a shit show a little bit. So, anyways, I started off with a short of the VWAP. I didn't wait for it to reject. I have been uh, on every one of these errors. I'm learning something new. I guess I just have to learn by losing, unfortunately, and that's why this weekend I'm going to really study a lot. I'm going to go over all my trades, over my paper trades, and when I was killing it. Like what's the difference between how I was trading and how I am trading now, and kind of like dissect myself a little bit because it doesn't matter what kind of plays I'm following or whose playbook I'm following. Uh, the biggest thing is yourself, and you know, step back and see the bigger picture. So, which I'm not doing very well at all right now. This has actually been the worst week of trading I've ever had, and well, besides when I did blow an account with the last stream, but I don't really count that because I mean I do count it, but it that's I'm not going off of a performance base in that. That was just a little shit show. But anyways, so I shorted here at VWAP. I cut it with a tight stop. Luckily, kind of double topped up here and then just dropped. When it dropped, I remember trying to be like, all right, you need to relax. You'll have an opportunity to short this thing, and that is one of my bad habits. Is like instead of like looking at the big picture, I'm looking for, oh, I should short here, I need short there, I need short here. Like I'm so amped up to get into a trade that I don't. I'm not analyzing shit very well. So when this thing popped up, I prematurely shorted it. I should have been short on this candle. I should have actually been short on this candle. Uh, Luckily, it worked out for me this time. It dropped. I covered. Uh, then I remember I accidentally covered here because I was trying to set a range order. Either cut it break even or my next target. I accidentally covered here. I was just like, oh shit, this thing's gonna drop all the way down, and I'm gonna miss out on it. And I think that already kind of started up my emotions to do this again. Once again, I shorted prematurely on this. I'm not just because it hits this doesn't mean I short. I have to see it like rejecting. Like if it would have stuffed here, instead of this next candle ripping up, if it would have stuffed, opened below, and then started to fail, then I short, looking for the rejection. Instead, I shorted here. I got stopped out with the tight stop. popped up here. I would like to say that I waited for this thing to start failing before I shorted, but honestly, I can't remember. I need to start doing like a daily journal so I can kind of read over this before I do a recap. But I shorted here, cut it off, break even. I waited for this thing to go up. I re-entered here, front side, which goes back to the very beginning. If you guys go back to like week 3 or 4, the shit show that I was doing back then, where I was just shorting all front side, just jumping in, getting cut up. I'm doing that again now live. Shorted here, got cut here. It finally dropped. I waited for this thing to push. It failed. I shorted, uh, covered a little bit here, covered another little bit here, cut off break even, and then honestly, I should have been done by this point. Like I'm pretty sure I had an okay green day up to this point, and I should have just been okay with that. Like from now on, like I need to, I got a little bit of profits. I need to just walk away. But I'm looking for these home run trades instead of base hits. I jumped right back in again. I thought it was, stalling out. I was like, oh, I want to short here. I'm going to ride all the way down. I'm going to make so much money. And shorted here, and it curled and ripped up. I let this thing run way too far against me. I took back all the profits I did over here. And then it just kind of like it was a downhill thing after that. I shorted up here, covered here, shorted here, covered here, and covered break even. At this point in time, I was just like, man, it's way past my time to trade. I need to just walk away. And at the end of the day, I ended up with a red day. Then I made another mistake the next day. I came back on FTEK, and I revenge traded. I wanted to win back all my losses from the previous day, and this thing just kicked my ass. Popped up here. To be completely honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what I was. I think that it was. Yeah, it must have been like the pre-market high. I was looking for this to pop and fail. Popped, cut me up. I saw it. No, never mind. I do remember this one. I do remember this. This is a pre-market consolidation area. This actually, like, it was a max loss, but these trades actually weren't that bad. This went into my area. Like 80% of the time, this trade would have worked. This, I just happened to get caught up in one of the 20% things, and I didn't have a tight enough stop. Plus, this is what really got me anyways. But shorter here, tight stop. Shorter here again, another tight stop. This thing came up and it halted. And when it opened, I think it was this, and started falling back down, and it halted. Well, when it opened and it started falling where it opened at, I shorted, but I shorted full size. That's not a plus setup, so I should have been doing, like a third of my size. So I shorted full size, and I let this thing just kind of get away from me, and I just don't think that's very accurate. I think I covered a little bit higher up. If I went back and looked at my trades, I'm pretty sure I didn't. That's being pretty nice. I think I probably covered over here somewhere. And but anyways, I had a max loss and I was just pissed. But anyways, the next day I traded these two. So heck is this thing? There we go. Alright, so I missed this. I think this is just shy of my pre-market consolidation area. I think I was looking for more around like the five, probably like the 560s to 550s area. I didn't quite hit there, um, so I missed that. When it came up, I did wait for the second candle this time. I shorted here, covered, popped back up. I did not wait for it this time. I shorted, covered, and I guess I think I shorted here again. I think that's wrong. I think that when this thing popped up, I shorted here, and I let it go against me a little bit, and it finally broke under, and I covered here and called it a day. That's what it was, and I do have a win on this day, so that's nice. But anyways, then I also traded this one. This was an okay trade. So when it came down here, like I was waiting for it to hit my indicator up here, but when this black line came above the red lines, I was just like, oh, okay. Like if this does go pop up here, this is a good setup, you know. So it popped up here. I saw it topping out. It didn't like it did barely touch this. I shorted it, and I covered. When it popped up here, I re-shorted the shares that I covered here. The heck did I cover this thing? I know I let this go for a long ways because I'm pretty sure it touched my final target. I can't remember exactly where I covered this, to be completely honest. But I did recycle the shares here. I want to say I covered like somewhere down around here. I had a pretty decent win on this, but honestly, in hindsight, I didn't do absolutely horrible, but I definitely let my emotions kick my ass a little bit. I need to get back to just trading the setups and not the P&L. This next week, I don't know what my mentor is going to tell me to do, but I think that for me personally, if I don't do good like the first couple of days of this next week, I'm actually going to drop my size down and kind of force myself to get back to just trading the setups. Like if I'm trading with bigger size and all that kind of stuff, I feel like it allows my brain to kind of like I only think about the P&L. It's like every time I'm not calculating the risk. I'm calculating like, oh, okay, if this hits this target, I'll make this much money. If it hits this target, I'll make this much money. And I think that is that's hurting me, honestly. And so I really need to work on myself. The setups are there, the trades are there. Like everybody's killing it in the room, and that's the thing that kind of makes you step back. You're like, man, how are these guys doing so good on these trades, but I'm getting my ass kicked? And it's like, well, because they're controlling their emotion. They're waiting for the setup to come. They're not like, oh, like when I rewatch my videos, it's like, oh, please push, please push up higher so I can short it. It's like I'm so anxious because I can't wait to push the button to get into a trade, and that's the wrong mentality to be having. I should be like, well, if it hits my target, it hits my target. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and just play the odds instead of let my emotions dictate, what I'm doing. So actually, now that I think about it, I think that I'm pretty sure that this one I covered it break even. I think the only cover I did have on this one was this. On my other screen I have the trade up, and it shows that I have two covers and only one entry. So I guess I shorted here, and I actually covered break even. So, but I should have reshorted up here for sure. Like that would have been nice, especially if it's topping out right here. Little trend line break, short right on this one. Boom. I could have rode it all the way down. But anyways, it's also past my time though too, so maybe I was actually following my rules. This was later on in the week, so I probably did have my alarms by then that I got like above opening a level, don't look for a short. After 10:30, don't look for a short. Then I have like the usual like 10:40 really stopped moron. 10:41 no for real dude stop. 10:42, 10:43, 10:44, and then I'm hoping that if I drive myself nuts, it'll finally like click in, and you know I won't need them anymore, and I'll start following the rules. So, anyways, hopefully this was insightful, and you guys at least got like a good laugh out of my worst trading week. That is one good thing is like it's not the setups that's screwed up. It's not that I don't know how to trade. I I really just let my emotions you know control me this week, and if I can find some self control next week, I think that I will find a much better week. So if not, then I'll just size down, and we'll go from there. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, and see you guys later.